This is the We Got Your Vote segment. This is the part of the show where I'll go into the communities tab on YouTube and I'll post a question and you guys will vote on it. And there's a couple of them that we have. And Amy, what is the first one that we have?
We asked, remember when Hulk attempted, I just feel like I'm starting a story. Hey, remember when Hulk attempted time travel and accidentally made Ant-Man really young? Do you think this is how they'll make Captain America young again? 56% of you said yes, 44% of you said no.
I remember on Endgame when they were testing out the whole time travel thing, and then Ant-Man was setting himself up as the guinea pig. He got really, really old, and he got really, really young. I'm like, what is it? You got old Captain America. All Hulk has to do is whatever he did when he was screwing up, and do that to Captain America. Boom! You got Steve Rogers back in his prime. I 100% believe that that's exactly what they're going to do.
They already established a time travel.
They've already established it.
I think when you set up time travel in a universe, it's just like, great. No, that's
yeah. And Robert Downey Jr. and Tony Stark was like, instead of you traveling through time, you had time traveling through him, right? You screwed up. So just reverse engineer it and make Steve Rogers young again. I'm a fan of, instead of inventing a new thing or a new plot or whatever we haven't thought of yet, just use what has already been established in the universe.
If they got to do time travel.
Forget. Yeah, I don't want to have to go back in time and get Steve again and then start over with. No, that's not. You saw Ant-Man get turned into a kid and get turned into an old man. Just do that same thing to Steve and.
People seem split on the theory, but I will say the majority agrees with you by a hair.
Here's the is another thing. Did you know that originally Stan Lee was supposed to play old man Steve Rogers, but he couldn't because he passed away before they filmed it. It wasn't supposed to be.
Will does say old Captain America is now your new president, and he does look a lot.
He looks exactly like old man Steve Rogers.
I saw him recently. I saw the picture of it recently. I was like, holy.
Chris Evans in that old man makeup needs to go to the White House and do that.
Why don't we just have him on SNL?
That would be hilarious. Have him playing Joe Biden. That would be funny. All right, what's the
Daryl Henry, in response to the poll, did say, or the new movies could cover some of Cappy's side quests whilst bouncing through time, returning the Infinity Stones.
Maybe they'll do that. That will be fun. They might do that, but
I like a good side quest. And Norse God says, or we could just move on to new things rather than gripping onto the old. We didn't need to bring Palpatine back. We don't need to bring Steve back. Just let the guy enjoy retirement with Peggy. I also kind of get that.
We 100%
we kind of did a lot of Captain America.
We needed Palpatine back because I like doing the Palpatine voice. And do it.
I do that now. I've finally seen enough Star Wars that I do that to Eric all the time. Sorry, I got excited.
Execute Order 66. I say that to Joy all the time. Execute Order 60. Never mind. I'm not going to finish that joke.
So we then asked, should Disney Plus's upcoming show What If feature a storyline of Thanos fighting the MCU villains? What would should Disney Plus upcoming show What If feature a storyline of Thanos fighting the MCU villains? What would be the best plot? Sorry, I said that weird the first time. 39% said a world where Avengers lost to their nemesis. 32% said the snap took away all heroes, brings back villains as our new heroes, and 29% said all villains survived but released from prison to join fight.
This
show is just doing what if things.
There's a show called What If. So Marvel used to do these comic books called What If. So what so
they're doing a show out of it.
They're going to make a show out of it. So what if instead of Chris Pratt Star-Lord that was taken into outer space for Guardians of the Galaxy, what if T'Challa? What if T'Challa was the one that was taken into outer space for Guardians of the Galaxy? Stuff like stuff like that.
Kind of like one-off. Bizarro.
Yeah, exactly. Bizarro world, what if kind of things like that. Yeah, that's what If is going to be about, and it's going to debut on Disney Plus.
I like the idea of the snap taking away the heroes. Just again, it's sort of the use what you got. I think like the idea of playing with the snap, because I do think it's an interesting plot device.
Yeah.
Pretty even split again. Not too much.
Let me look at the options again. A world where the Avengers lost, that was 39%. The snap took away all the heroes and brings back the villains at 32.
Make that one pull ahead,
and then the last one was all villains survive but released from prison to join the fight. That was at 29%. It was close. A lot of these were very close.
They're all fun concepts. No, that's interesting. I hadn't heard about that one.
A world where the Avengers lost to their nemesis, and then the nemesis are the ones who have to face Thanos. That is the most interesting because that's messed up.
The Avengers are freaking dead.
Every could you imagine every movie you watch Iron Man and then Robert Downey Jr. dies at the end. You watch Captain America, Red Skull kicks his ass. You watch Thor.
Like they do the snap instead just because it feels a little easier and more on brand to watch.
Or the snap just takes away the villains. I mean the heroes, and then the villains are the ones that survive. Yeah, because I 100% agree. Then if that was the situation, then the government would probably be like, well, these guys were the equivalent to those heroes and almost defeated those heroes, so let's tap them. I would love it. There was a concept. I put this on the community tab. There was a picture that a man. I'm sorry, I forgot his name, man. But I tagged it on the communities tab. A picture that a guy drew where Thanos is fighting Ultron. Hela from Thor Ragnarok, Antman's villain from part 1, and fighting and the Red Skull fighting them. And that's interesting. I would love if that was one of the what if episodes, but we don't know if that is or isn't. That's a world where all those villains won and those heroes lost, and they became like the
I don't think
Avengers.
It would happen.
Of course it wouldn't happen, but for the what if TV
but I'm
show,
saying I don't think Disney would do it.
For the what if?
I don't know. It doesn't seem on brand to me. But
of course, but that's the point of what if.
But all right, I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna nerd sweat me. But maybe not. But I would love to see it. If that was one of the cases, let us know what you think. Would you like to see a what if episode where the heroes are dead and the villains are the ones that had to face Thanos? The only reason why I agree that it won't happen is because they wouldn't be able to afford to do the bring Thanos back because that's a lot of CGI. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
Once we get over 1,000 followers on TikTok, we will stream our weekly digital show live there on TikTok as well as YouTube. What would you like to see us add to our TikTok content? 57%, our winning vote went to reviews of older films and films you may not have heard of. 25% said sketches or comedy. 11% said behind the scenes of talking through the medias, and 7% said daily trending news, not topics.
So based on that question, again, we're very close. We're streaming on TikTok. We're posting stuff on TikTok, and once we get over 1,000 followers, then TikTok will allow us to live stream. So I will have another device that would be recording me, or maybe I will just have the device recording the show as you see it right now with me and Amy live stream on TikTok. But to do that, I have to get 1,000 followers on the TikTok app. So at T3 Medias on TikTok, if you follow us on T3 Medias, then it helps us gets our numbers up. And then once we get over 1,000 followers, I think we're at like 600 something. But once we get over 1,000, then we'll be able to live stream. So I'm going to simultaneously live stream on YouTube and simultaneously stream us on TikTok as you see it here. But yeah, so you guys have said it. So you want us to discuss what old films that
films you may not have heard of, and maybe some sketches or comedy. Let's be honest, we're gonna feel like we have these and then take them as loose suggestions.
We'll probably do some of all of it, but for the most part, you said that reviews of older films and so yeah, and I've done that. I did on the TikTok at TikTok. on the TikTok, on the Twitters, on the TikTok. I've reviewed like a movie like called Chocolate. There's a Thai movie, a romance comedy from the 90s called Love Stinks. That's one of my favorite movies. I posted a question: have you guys seen it? Stuff like this. So old movies, maybe that from the past. So for the most part, you're saying that that's what you would want to see. So okay. So all of you guys that are following us on YouTube, I expect you guys to be on TikTok and be following us on TikTok, and then tell me on the comments on TikTok and say, hey, I came from the YouTube channel. So yeah, follow us on TikTok, and once we get over 1,000 followers, then we'll be live streaming it. So that's it. But you don't have TikTok yet, do you?
I don't.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Speaking of TikTok, on TikTok we asked Godzilla versus King Kong. 60.66% said Godzilla. 39.33% said King Kong.
Oh yeah. I
feel like Godzilla's bigger, right?
Godzilla is more popular, but all right. Let me hold on. Let me do this. Look.
I'm going to give you 30 seconds to do this because we have been going for a while.
Have you ever been to the zoo? Gorillas, I looked this up. Gorillas are like 4 to 5 times have 5 times more strength than the human male.
Yeah, but he's not fighting a human. He's fighting Godzilla.
A chimpanzee has been known to rip people's faces off and have super like a stronger.
Think it's a size question.
Look, okay, a alligator the size of a skyscraper versus a gorilla the size of a skyscraper. The gorilla wins. I mean, I've seen people.
Godzilla like shoot fire.
That's the only edge he has. I've seen people.
That's a solid edge, Chris.
Well, if you look at the trailer, he blocks that pretty damn decently. But I've seen people like hold and wrestle alligators. You could have 10 muscular Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson men jump a gorilla. The gorilla's gonna win.
I'm going Godzilla.
But okay. Haven't you seen?
No, we can agree to disagree, Chris. You've made your point.
I've seen one man wrestle an alligator.
You made your point, please.
You have never seen a man wrestle a gorilla.
No, I have not. We're going to move on. You've made your point. We can agree to disagree.
Team Kong.
Another TikTok question. Flying cars in film. What do you think was the fuel source? Love. 25% said oil and gas. 75% said renewable energy. I think it was love and the power of song.
It's something I was curious about. I mean, all these movies based on the future. What did you think that the car ran on? I'm like
in future movies. See, I'm picturing the end of Grease, where it just flies away due to the power of complete batshit insanity.
No, the answer is renewable energy. It's probably solar power.
Yeah, I can't imagine they're like filling up at the Shell and then their car flies away.
Big oil has been in charge of everything for too long. It's time to move on, people.
Everybody who put oil and gas
works for big oil.
For Chevron. Case closed. And our final poll of the week: what year will we have the next film make $1 billion in the box office? Is it even possible with the rise in streaming and the loss of theaters? 34% said never will happen again. 30% said 2022. 15% said 2023. 12% said 2024. And 9% said 2021.
This was, to me, was like the most important thing. I was very curious. I mean, based on what we're going through and everything, it may be a couple of years. I
vote 2022 though, and here's why.
Why?
I vote 2022 more than us ever having big billion-dollar movies in the years after that.
Yeah.
Because I think the second it is fully safe, film studios are going to scramble to be that first big must-see movie back in theaters because everybody's going to go see it.
I'm going to co-sign on that. I agree. And I also believe that other like AMC and whatnot will then start investing in new locations and real estate and bringing new theaters back in. The reason why that Endgame and Avatar will remain your number one and number two highest grossing movies of all time, it's going to go back and forth between those two, is because of the fact that because of the pandemic, we have lost a lot of movie theaters. It's just not mathematically possible. So it's going to go back and forth between, they're going to re-release Avatar. They're going to re-release Endgame. It's going to go back and forth between those two. But the next $1 billion one, 2022. It could happen.
One for like, I can't say we'll keep hitting that mark, but I think there's going to be a bit of a boom of people wanting to travel, wanting to go to movies, wanting to go to theater, I think there's going to be a real positive trend in all those things. 2021
is going to be getting the pandemic under control. 2022 is going to be reaping the benefits. Let's try to get us back to the glory days. I agree. I think it's 2022 is when it's going to happen. But well, that's it. That's
we agreed, and let's wrap it there, man.
Yeah, wrap it up. That's all for We Got Your Vote. Thank you guys once again for joining us at Talking Through the Medias. We went way longer than we normally do. I know Amy's got a lot of stuff. There's some stuff that I wanted to talk about. If Amy, if you give me you might give me another 10, 15 minutes for the After Dark stuff, because we do need to put some content in there.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm gonna close the show for Talking Through the Medias for the main show. Guys, if you want to, like I said, if you want to send us your thoughts, your questions, if you want to support the channel, come at us at T3 Medias. You send us your questions and stuff, or trending topics on our social media. If you can email us, mail@t3medias.com, or go to our website. Check us out on our podcast. Check us out on our website for more stuff and on our social media. And if you want to, maybe you want to just see what we're doing on our personal lives, you can go, for me, you can go to Chris Fagan 1980 on Twitter and on Instagram. I'm like right there. And that's where you can find me. I might be talking about, non-movie related or entertainment related stuff. I might be talking about politics and stuff like that, because I got a big mouth, but that's just me. But if they want to find you and learn about where they can find your biggest fan or my biggest fan sitcom series, your biggest fan, where can they find you?
Find me at these places. I got it right earlier. You can find me at Amy_Newman on Twitter, at Amy.N.Newman on Instagram. I will be doing my thing on there. Either of those places are great spots to find Talking Through the Medias, or your biggest fan. My brain has broken, Chris. Let's wrap the show up. That's my original rom-com web series that was recently released on the YouTube. If you wanted to give that a watch, I sure would appreciate it. And feel free to find me on social media. Come say hi. I'm always doing dumb shit there. Yeah.
On our YouTube channel, you can catch us on our podcast, and always at us on our social medias if you want to communicate with us, and we'll respond to you on We Got Your Mail, We Got Your Vote, and things like that. For Amy Newman, for me, Chris Fagan, that's the show, guys. Talking Through the Medias has been brought to you in front of a live studio audience, and hopefully will be in front of a live studio audience on TikTok by next week if we can get over 1,000 followers. So if you're on TikTok, please follow us there, support the channel, and send us your thoughts and everything as well. Appreciate you guys, and until next time.
If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and please drop a like on this video. It really does help us. Also, don't forget you can turn on notifications so you don't miss a single review, react, why is that trending, or We Got Your Mail.